this, you're trying to make it sound like I was the only one involved, and I'm not.
That's not even
There's
what I said.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us involved. It's okay, it doesn't matter. I was trying to do whatever I could to find out what happened to our chair, because I'm cleaning it.
So whenever you have incidents like this, aren't you supposed to write them down?
Right, that somebody peed on a chair?
Yeah.
No, we just clean it up.
What about how you handled it?
I told him I handled it very poorly, and that I'm sure that I'll be, what's the word, handled with my own bosses. But then they have to do
really
something.
Take care of the words you use for you to go and tell Rose that this lady's going to attack her because she's a big woman. That was way wrong for you.
Well, that could have been wrong, but I was
You're making
trying to make.
assumptions on her part, and then actually, I would take offense to
You
that.
know what? I was trying to help everybody involved.
Then you should have kept your mouth quiet. Because,
All right. Well, I apologize if you had to hear something you didn't want to hear. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying?
When she said she didn't know Rose and Rose didn't know her, why would you accuse her of going to attack Rose?
Because she pointed to her specifically. Rose
we could point all
did.
day, but why would you say she was going to attack Rose?
I didn't say
Yes,
attack.
you did.
I didn't use the word
Rose,
attack.
You said, Rose, don't go in there because she's a big woman. She might attack you. And then you grabbed Rose's arm.
No, I didn't even touch Rose.
Yes, you did. Rose looked right at you and said, don't touch me.
Oh boy, this is really going further than it really should. You know that? All because of a little wet spot. Jeez. Just, it's not very good. I know. This whole situation is not very good.
I'm going to go find the person myself.
First, they're sleeping.
Yeah, that's why I already went down there. I went there already. But there is somebody that's above him we could go to.
And that's who I went to talk to.
Oh, was
So,
I?
yeah. So you'll have your turn. Even she will.
You know what's going on
What?
is she falsely accused or thought and told her
One of you
sister.
guys did.
Yeah, I know that. And then Rose misinformed you.
Yes. Because she didn't get the
And
story
now,
straight.
and now she's harping on you
Yes.
with your goings-ons to keep it off of her. That she started the whole
You noticed
thing.
that? You noticed that? I did too. I did too.
But like I said, it was handled poorly. We should have went to a private room.
Should have what now?
Should have went to a private room.
Yeah.
Pulled me aside, away from where
But you
these
know
people
what?
won't hear
But
it.
you know what we did, and it's done and it's over with. But you know what? You're right. And she's upset. She's upset because that's her sister. So
I think she's mental.
again, and I didn't want her Rose coming in here, but because I didn't want to see a fight happen. I know how.
See, that's an
fights could
assuming
happen.
again. That's
I know
assuming.
that, but I didn't want that. We have passengers on board, and I didn't want that because it has happened before.
Do I look like I'm a fighter?
No, actually, you look pretty passive.
Yes.
What, passive?
Yeah.
You
know, you're easy.
lackadaisy,
You're
easygoing.
easy.
You're not
You
a
know?
fighter.
You're not a fighter. Rose is a fighter. I know Rose. I work with her. So, but I'm sorry to say, but that sister of hers
I mean, all
is
this
trying
is-
to push it on me now. And you know what? I'll get it. She'll
I
get it.
think this lady is just crazy, really. She's mental.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah, that lady's mental.
But it's just not right. Like I said, her talking, everything should have just, is he the guy?
Yeah.
You done there?
Pardon?
You done there?
I'm done. You want me?
Yes.
Okay.
And I like to talk to him too after. Or you know what? can you tell them that we should come in as a group so we get it all done?
Where do we go now? You know what? I wouldn't mind if you told them what you told me just now about her just trying
Oh,
to
sure,
put it
sure,
all on
sure.
me. If it's not
There's
all on
enough
me.
that they-
I already apologized to her. And well, let's put it this way. I'm not going to lose my job over this. But I'd like it to be known that she can't be falsely accusing people. Rose can't.
Okay.
Oh, now we're talking somewhere else?
Yep.
And these women want to come also. Because they're involved.
Mommy, they want to come? So I
Is
want
there anything
to,
else?
like a meeting, you know.
They just want to get it done and over with. Talk
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
All these, you know, passengers and stuff. It's kind of embarrassing.
So what all transpired then? About?
Let me put
About
this
what?
away.
I don't know. What you?
Can we
Right,
do
it
my
was-
workout?
Don't we need to go in there? Aren't we going to go talk somewhere? Right here?
Yeah, right here.
Outside?
Show me around.
All right.
What?
Well, I guess I just being accused of throwing pee on a chair, and I didn't do it. I was just sleeping.
I think one person said one thing. From what I'm getting from all these people, someone said something, and someone passed on this person, and then someone passed on Katie, and then it went to like 4 different people.
It's
Yeah.
kind of, mental.
Yeah, so
So
it was one person accusing another accusing another, and then Katie accidentally, whatever transpired from that, went to another person. I just talked to Rose, and she said that apparently everybody had talked together and everything had come down now.
Well, the lady's still crazy. Now she's accusing me.
See, what's part I don't like is talking here in the middle of the hallway. Everything's supposed to be private. I mean, why are we announcing everything?
I agree.
So you want to talk with this lady then too?
I would just like to, like, everybody
Okay.
get it all done and over with. In a room or something.
Hey ladies. Oh, everybody over here. Everybody wants to talk.
Come on, Nick. Come on.
You need to calm down there.
Oh, it's big enough.
Okay, let's scoot over. This pretty much starts with me.
Okay.
I'm sitting right in front of these two with my bed and everything.
I saw it.
And I got up and went and got coffee. I was sitting at the window, went and got coffee, and I came back and my chair was wet. And I picked up my sweater because it was wet too, and I smelled it and it smelled like pee. And I said, oh jeez, and I put it down, and she was getting off work, and I walked around and didn't see nobody to tell. And I worked on the ferries before, so I waited and I was going to ask her who's in charge. So I told her somebody must have poured pee on my chair because it smells like pee, and it's all wet. It was soaked. It wasn't from yesterday. It was today, and it was. I had just been sitting there,
Okay.
and this little guy's my son, and he was watching a movie. Hadn't moved, so he didn't come over. So I went and told Rose. I said, I think that lady, because her and I had it out already, but she told me to keep him quiet. And I said, I'm not going to keep him quiet. He's not that loud. He was just talking. And I told her that, right? I said, I'm not going to keep him that quiet. Well, I rethought that and put on a movie for him, and I left. So when I told Rose, somebody dumped pee on my chair. So she went and told her. Well, in the meantime, she had been sleeping over on the other side of the room for quite a while. I'd seen her there. Well, she'd come back and sat right behind the chair that was peed on.
And then Katie come up
And so Rose
Rose
assumed that it was her. then Rose told Katie. Katie came in there like a bulldog and sorry I said that, came in there and leaned over the chair and said, "Why did you pour pee on that chair?" I mean, it was loud. And she goes, "I didn't."
It was pretty embarrassing.
And she goes, "Yes, you did." She goes, "I know you did because Rose just told me you did."
She said she
And
told
she
me
said-
I saw her. Rose said
did
I
not.
saw her.
She
No,
did
I
not.
heard.
She
That's
said I
accurate.
saw her pour pee.
And
And
then
it's like,
she-
who would do that? So I went back to her and I said, why
Let
would
me
you do
finish.
that? Why would you pour pee? Is what I asked her.
Okay.
And I said, I was standing right behind her, and I said, "That's not the lady that I think poured it." I said, "I think she did. I haven't
didn't
hidden."
say that.
And I said, I pointed at her, said she was the only one back here. And I tried to get her to calm down because she kept accusing her. Well, by then I walked away and went over she walked away first and went and talked to Rose, and I could hear them. So I walked in there, and she was talking to Rose. She goes, "Well, she's saying she didn't do it," which she wasn't there. She said,
See, I told you though, I was there all morning. When
"No,
they got
not
in.
sitting there. You were
No, but
sleeping."
I was up and then I moved
Yeah.
after we left too now.
I know. You were sleeping at this time. I mean,
When you
The-
first
I know
got
you were there,
messaged.
yeah. at that time, I knew you were there all night. So when I walked in there, she was on Rose and saying, "Well, she's saying she didn't do it." And I said, "I don't think she did it. The other lady did it." And she kept saying, "Well, Rose," and she grabbed Rose's coat and she said, "Well, don't go in there. She's a big woman and she can take you out."
Oh God.
And I went,
not take you out.
That's
Say that.
exactly
Not
what
take
you said.
out.
It's exactly what you said. And Rose said,
Well,
"Don't touch my coat."
Well, all these accusations that Katie definitely handled it wrong. She
Yes,
admitted
and
that.
I admitted
she,
that.
She apologized. She came down and told me and my boss that I
I
handled it
screwed
wrong.
up. I screwed up. I said, but
people
we
are
still have
not
unhappy
happy or
people.
Unhappy
We
people.
still
so.
have unhappy people. We need to
But
talk.
with these accusations, of, no one witnessed it to point
Right.
fingers at anybody involved or whatever. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah,
you
and I
want.
apologize because I don't know if she did. I just said she's the only one there.
Yeah, but and then someone carrying a cup of pee around, it just sounds
Sick.
baffled to me. Katie
And,
said
and
she
then
did.
this boy slept there last night.
Not on the chair. But
Well, she said she cleaned up some pee just the other day. If something did get spilled on there, water, juice, whatever, if there
Still
was,
soaking up or something.
it could, the odor
And I
definitely is gonna
smelled the
come back.
sweatshirt. It didn't smell like pee.
Yeah, I mean,
It had a smell.
I didn't smell it because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
She did.
well,
It
I
just seems-
apologize for
It
everything
just
that
seems
happened.
like everything got out of control. This went from person to person in the accusation.
It was just handled pretty well.
Yeah,
or wrong.
and I apologize, and Katie apologizes for that should never-
Everybody in here. It's like,
yeah. But us as the workers, we should handle this. You can't make accusations just because you hear it from one person. You got to find out the facts and stuff. And I apologize
and that's
for
what I
that.
should have done with Rose. Should have talked to her at length instead of
Yeah.
her just showing me
and
that
the
woman.
fact that she said she saw someone is totally untrue because there was no one.
Yeah, and unless I apologize. There's something I can do to. Do we find a different area for one of you? I don't know.
No,
It's up to you
fine.
gals. I mean, if you gals are gonna be fine, there's not gonna be anything else. If you want me to get one of the mates involved in this,
I don't think there's going to be a
but
problem.
I just want to get it clear, and I just want to.
I
I
think
don't like being accused, you know, that's-
I don't blame you 100%.
or assume that I'm going to beat somebody up. That's
correct,
pretty
yeah.
wrong.
I totally apologize for that. And it was handled
Just because
definitely
I'm
not
big
right.
doesn't mean I'm going to beat somebody up.
Yeah, no.
She's very passive. She was very passive.
Okay. So you girls are fine now, or I mean, if there's anything Katie can do to clean up that area better or whatever,
She did
she'll
a
take
good
care
job.
of it and
Cleaned it.
everything. And we'll put on some movies for you there, partner, down in the theater lounge.
He's got a ton of movies. That's what he's been watching.
Okay.
On the TV.
You got your little TV? Awesome. Awesome. My
Good
boy does
job.
too. All right, ladies. I apologize.
Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything else?
Sorry, ladies.
No, it's not alright.
not alright.
It's not alright.